Today I'm going to be showing you how you can make that insane paper buildup that you guys have all been requesting. So I decided to make a tutorial, and I know it's been a long time, and I'm sorry, I've got no excuses for that, but anyway, let's get into it. So the first thing is you're going to want to have your song in and your clip in. I don't want my clip audio, it's just annoying. Now find the kill on your clip. I'm going to get right into this. So there, that's the kill right there. Add a marker and line it up with the beat drop on your song. Now, for the paper buildup, you're probably going to have 2 or 3 paper sort of skin glow. So you're going to find all the points, pretty much, that you want to have a paper effect on, because it's going to be like a freeze frame. So I want this moment to be one of the paper effects, and I want this moment. So you can pretty much go like 511, like about 1 second before your kill, and find a point there, and then go about to the middle and find a point there, or just find 2 points that look cool. Now you're gonna split the clip on the marker, go 1 frame to the right and split the clip. Then you're gonna right click on this little section, change clip speed, and make it a freeze frame. Now you're gonna hold Option and drag it up. Then you're gonna go onto the next point, split it, 1 frame over and split it. And then you're gonna do the same thing, change clip speed and make it a freeze frame. And you're gonna hold Option and drag it up. Now you're gonna delete up until the kill. So you're gonna split it on the kill. And then you're gonna delete these 2 sections where there's like actual movement. And then what you're gonna do is you're just gonna pretty much drag out these freeze frames so they last. I don't know why I can't drag this one out. Anyway, then you're just gonna drag. So then you're gonna drag out your freeze frame. Sorry. So they pretty much cover the duration from the start of the freeze frame all the way until the kill. So now you should just have, it's gonna be frozen there for about half, and then frozen there for about half, and I'm actually gonna even it out a little bit more because it wasn't really 50-50 of each. Hold on. That's too much. I'm gonna put it like, alright, I guess I can't adjust it. There, that's a little more centered, even though that's like the exact same as it was before. So now, okay, I'm gonna do this manually. Alright, so make sure, well, you don't actually have to have this if you want, technically, but try to have it so each freeze frame lasts pretty much the same amount of time. Pretty much the same amount of time, so it's more even, and it's pretty much impossible to get it like that. So anyway, we're just gonna keep it like this. And now what you're gonna do, so once you have pretty much both of your frames selected, and you make sure that a freeze frame lasts pretty much from all the way from that point to the kill, you're gonna drag the top layer up on each. And then you're going to go into the color page on the first one, and you're going to go and mask out your character. Make sure this mask is really good, because it's going to look better if it's good. I'm going to rush it because I'm the one making the tutorial. I don't care if it really turns out good or bad. So I'm just going to rush this mask. But make sure the mask is pretty good. Then you're going to right click on this grid, add an alpha output, and drag this blue square to that circle. And it's going to be masked. My davinci is really, really laggy, so it's going to take a second. And to speed it up, so it's actually fully masked now. So if I do this bottom layer, it's masked. It's obviously an awful mask. But now you're going to go to the second freeze frame, grab your pen tool, and mask it again. This mask is really, really bad, but I don't really care. Alright, so now you're just going to go around the character, masking it out. Make sure your mask is really good, but I'm not going to spend any time on it. Boom! So there's my second mask. Add an alpha output by right-clicking on this grid and dragging it down. So now you have both your masks, and as I said, that is not a good mask. But anyway, we're going to drag an adjustment clip that lasts from the start of the freeze frames all the way until the kill, and make sure that you delete the back half and split it in between. Now you're gonna open in Fusion page. You're gonna go up here, and if you don't have this menu, you're gonna click Effects, Templates, and then grab the paper effect. And that's all you're gonna need to do. And as you can see, it looks like absolute garbage, but the clip does have paper behind it, and then you can actually just drag it over and shorten it. All right, so now I have paper behind both my clips, and it does look like garbage, I know, but don't worry, you guys, if you have a better mask on the character, it'll look better. Now you're gonna select the first adjustment clip and the first freeze frame on the top, new compound clip, create, and go in the back, create new compound clip as well. So now you have 2 compound clips. And on the first compound clip, you're gonna go into the color page, grab your pen tool, and make sure that the mask isn't good. You don't want it to be good. You want it to be really rough, and you want to have a lot of space. You want it to be really big, and you want to have a lot of space around the character. That's because that's gonna give it that really cool papery effect. If you see, look, now I know it looks like garbage because my masking sucks, but it's gonna take a long time because my DaVinci is so laggy. But if you wait a bit, you'll have that papery effect. And I know it looks like crap because I didn't try on the masking, but if you guys take a long time masking out the character and actually make a rough outline but actually follow the path of the character, it's gonna look really cool. So now I'm just gonna give it another rough outline, and again, make sure that the outline is really rough, because if it's not rough, you won't even see the paper. So if you just make a nice rough outline, don't make it too rough, but make it so you can actually see some paper, because all of the space in between the character and the masking line, that's where the paper is gonna be. So again, we're just gonna wait another 40,000 years for my DaVinci to load. Oh, silly me. Now you're gonna go back to the grid and make sure you do this. Add an alpha output. Oh, I didn't drag it, and then drag it down. That's how it's done. So now you've got that not hideous paper effect. Well, mine's hideous, but yours won't be. So now, yeah, because make sure after you're done masking it out, you have to do the alpha output thing, because then the mask won't do anything. It'll be there, but it won't actually make it so this is the only thing that's there. But if you add an alpha output, this is the only thing that will show up because you masked it out. So now you have that. Looks pretty cool. Now you're gonna go to the bottom layer, open in Fusion page, add a color corrector and an invert color node. Drag both them in, change saturation to 0 on the color, and since it's inverted, bring the brightness up to like 0.2. So that looks pretty ugly for me, but it should look good for you. Then you're gonna go here and do the exact same thing. And I know it's gonna look good for you because in the video where I said tutorial, like whatever subs, it looked really good there because all of you guys wanted a tutorial on it, and I know it's gonna look good. It's just that I actually tried when I did it there, and it did not try here. So about 0.2 should look good. And boom, now you have a pretty insane paper buildup, but it'll only look good if you actually take time on the masking. So make sure you put in a lot of effort on the masking, but that's pretty much how you make the paper buildup with the freeze frames, the masking, the paper, and all that. And if you want, what you can do is, I'm not gonna link it, but you can just go on to Google and download some camera shutter or like some camera clicking sound effects, and just drag it so like the wave points sync up with when the paper appears. So it's like a clicking of a camera right when the paper comes up. So I'm just gonna add it to both, and then you're just gonna like drag it so it lines up, and then it's gonna sound really cool and look really cool. But yeah, I know it looks like crap right now, but if you actually do good on the masking, it'll look pretty sick. So it's pretty much just gonna look like there's paper behind the character and it's in the shape of the character, but it's a lot bigger. And if you enjoyed the tutorial, I know I took a long time to make it, I'm sorry, but if you enjoyed it, please like and subscribe. It means a lot, and comment. And check out my newest montage and maybe give me some feedback, because I thought I did pretty well on it, but I could always use some corrections. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.